Good morning, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at Round Table Pizza out here in Hillsboro. We're located inside the restaurant here. We're going through a 2-inch drain that's been cut open in the floor. I've located the camera head. It's exiting out the right side of the building if you're looking at the front of the building from the parking lot. And it just terminated here. Appears to be a grease trap. And I have zeroed out the camera already, so that length is accurate. It's 24 feet out, or at least as the camera goes, it's 24 feet. I'm going to go and start reeling back here. This thing is probably due for a cleaning. There's a fair amount of grease buildup in it. We're looking for the transition from 2 to 3 inch, which I think I have found. So this right here should be our clean out on the outside of the building there, tied in from the top of the pipe. This is where it gets harder to tell, is once you get back here, it gets a lot harder to see the transition. There's a lot more grease. But when you come into this spot right here, it looks like the pipe is actually bellying out. I'm going to try and clear some of this junk out of here if I can. I'll kind of show that again here. It appears to get larger here. You can see the transition. That's what it looks like. It looks like the pipe widens out there, and I don't think it's just due to the grease. It's really hard to say, though. There's so much grease built up on the top of this pipe here that I don't know. It's a lot harder to see the transition point with the diameter change when it's got this much junk in it. It also drops down here. Anyway. I'm going to locate portions of it. I'll go right here to where I think the transition's at, and I'll get a bunch of it marked here with paint on the floor. I pushed out right here. We're at 9 feet, and so this is, the line comes out here and does kind of a dive down. It's really hard with all the junk in there and the angle the camera has. It looks like this is just a dive down and a turn. I don't think it's a Y connection. By this point here, I can tell we're in larger diameter pipe. I'll get this spot marked, and then I'll reel back into like the 3, 4, 5 foot area. That appears to be where the transition's at. Okay, this marking here is about a foot and a half before the line exits or goes through the wall, the right side of the building. And I'll do another marking right here. This is before the line kind of dives down. So I just did locates right here. I'm getting a very similar depth as I did out at around 10 feet. It's bouncing around between 10 and 11 inches, and I got 11 inches to 1 foot deep out at 10 feet out. So it looked like it did more of a dive than that. Maybe it didn't. Anyway, just use a little caution when digging there. Now this is really where I think that it's so hard to say. It looks like the camera kind of does a dive down right here. It drops. It's a very difficult one to tell. Basically the pipe has almost been replaced by a tube made of grease. So it's totally blocking my view of, where a proper diameter change is at. It's very hard to tell here. But it does appear to be in this area here right at 4 feet. It either transitions right around here or just prior to this spot. I'm getting consistently about 11 inches. I'm getting closer to 12 inches when you're out by 10 feet deep, so it's a pretty similar depth throughout. I've got paint markings. They start just after the wall here with the sink fixture going down into the ground, or the drain and vent. It's just on the other side of that wall where it does appear to transition over to 4 inch. Again, if it's not right here at 4 feet, it's here at about 5 feet, because I can see once we're in this area here, this appears to be larger diameter pipe once you're past all this grease. So this right here would appear to be at least 3 or 4 inch pipe. It's just really tough to tell when you don't have a clear picture of the two different diameters of pipe. But anyway, it looks like a bunch of dried grease. I don't see any standing water in here, so I think once this is all cleaned out, that'll take care of all that junk. There's the front of the store. We went through this upper pipe here. That's the grease line. The lower one appears to be sanitary, and it heads straight out through that wall there. And where the forage is that little pipe I'm aiming right at there, right smack dab between those two studs. That is just after that is where it looks like it transitions to a 3 or 4 inch pipe there. And just to see what the condition looks like, we'll camera back towards the bathrooms here. Actually, this is where my camera got stuck. I tried to come out through the sink and the wall cut out, and I hit this spot here. You know what? I'm not even going to try and push past that. That feels really hard. I don't want to get my camera stuck in the line there. So I do recommend getting the thing cleaned out for sure, unless this is all getting chopped out anyway.